I'm Norma. I've known Millie since 3rd grade. Mind if I sit?
No, sure. Sure, I'm more.
I knew that. You all right? You're looking a little uneasy.
No. Just maybe a little out of place.
Nonsense. You're welcome here.
So this Millie did all this, huh?
Well, the Dons were already around. They wanted to call the girls the Donettes. Millie said, no way. The Roulettes. So the girls made her president. She made all the rules. She gave us a purpose. Oh, that's Carlos. He and Millie had a thing, but not anymore. Not to worry. Marry her, Mort.
What?
Marry Millie.
Why, you always go around giving people advice you've never met?
I do, when it's the right advice. Okay, so she didn't go to Vassar. So what?
Who said anything about Vassar?
You did. Millie told me.
No. All I meant
Mort.
was...
Marry her.
I got promoted, kind of, today.
What do you mean promoted?
I'm covering politics now. There's no more Metro.
That's great. That's great. Because this mayor of ours, somebody's got to hold his feet to the fire.
It's in Washington. Politics is not local.
Well, how are you going to cover Washington politics from Chicago?
It's what I'm interested in, Millie. It's what I've always been interested in.
Well, I don't buy it.
What do you mean you don't buy it?
Mort, you know all kinds of things. Dartmouth things, really important things, I'm sure. But I know people. I know when they're lying. I know when they're telling the truth. I know when they're phony and when they're for real. And that's your weakness, Mort. You don't know these things. You'll get to Washington and you're going to find out. And it'll all be too late because I won't be there. You will die there without me.
This is something I have to do alone, Millie. If I were to bring you along, if I were to bring anyone along...
Who said anything about coming along? Who would want to do that?
Millie, just...
You made it pretty plain. I'd be a liability back there. Who wants to be dead weight? Okay, Mort, go to Washington, be happy, be fruitful and multiply, or whatever it is you're going to do.
Millie, just wait.
If you haven't noticed, we're doing something here. In case you're wondering, we just broke up.
The police! Power to the people!
Kondracki, the Chicago Sun-Times. I've been waiting for over an hour.
I know that, Mr. Kondracki. I've already told you the senator is tied up in...
Well, he cares about gun control.
Of course he does.
And since I'm writing a story on gun control, or at least I'm trying to...
So is he. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Fred Barnes.
Baltimore Sun.
Right. Mort Kondracki. I've read some of your work. Can't say I agree with it, but...
Same here. So how did you do that?
How'd I do what?
How did you...
See you around.
I have one with everything and a yoo-hoo. Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Mr. Sun-Times.
Yeah.
Where you been?
Oh, Washington.
Are you back now?
Just for a couple days. I'm here to help him set up the election coverage.
Close, huh?
Yeah, no cigar.
They don't have hot dogs in Washington? Hey, now.
No, not like they do here. It just doesn't make sense. I'm not supposed to love you. I don't want to love you. And then I see you in that stupid raincoat with your legs sticking out, and then none of the other stuff makes sense.
What do you mean? What raincoat?
Well, how many do you have? The yellow one, that yellow thing. And when I went to pick you up in the rain and I saw you standing there, I mean, everything that I was convinced that I wanted just went out the window. And I wanted to tell you right then and there that I loved you.
So you love me, but you'd rather not.
I'd rather marry you, you know? I'm brushing my teeth the other night. I have this image of I'm walking down the Capitol steps. You're coming up, and you're on the arm of this someone else, a senator, and I'm an idiot. And I just don't want to spend my life being an idiot.
So do you want to marry me because you love me, or because you don't want to see me marry some senator who might have a better life than you?
Because I love you.
Say that again.
I love you. And nothing else matters but that. Millie always talked about how she thought it was fate that brought us back together. That it wasn't just the day she came home early when I was back in town. And even though it was no accident that I was in her neighborhood, she said it was fate all the same. I just knew for the first time ever that I was happy and completely in love.
For peace in this world and justice in this country.
For now and forever.
For the rest of our lives.
The rest of our lives.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
What I remember most about that day is finally feeling confident, utterly satisfied that I'd just made the best decision of my life, and I never regretted it, in sickness or in health. Carol, Bates, Senator Bates.
That's right.
Hi, I was in your office this afternoon. I was hoping we'd get a chance to talk a little bit about the Watergate investigations.
I'm sorry, and you are?
Morton Kondracki, Chicago Sun-Times.
Kondracki? Millie's husband?
Excuse me?
Millie Kondracki. I was just up in your apartment. What an organizer. She is a real dynamo. You're a very lucky man. I'm sorry I have to run, but I think we will be able to help you. We have to let them know that they can't keep raising our rents like this. So if we act right now and stick together and refuse to pay these increases, nobody's going to get thrown out on the streets, just like they did to the Coopers and the Lagitas.
That's right. So we need each of you to sign this.
Hey, baby. So once we go, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So once this strike starts, we have to stay with it, okay? They're going to throw everything they can at you, and it's going to get messy and really ugly, and their whole intent is to get you to drop it.